Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Warrior Way. I was just coughing a little bit actually before I started this video, like a little bit like my throat has been fine, but kind of like this dryness. So I went out to the park today and I started to sing a little bit, and then I realized like the universe, like my body is telling me, don't sing right now or don't sing too loud. So I was singing low, and then eventually I just stopped, took a drink of water, took a break from singing, just listened to something, sat out in nature, and then came home. And I actually, the video was saying to me, listen to your body. Like, if you need rest, take some rest. If you need to drink, take a drink. If you need to eat something, eat something. Sometimes I know for myself, I have this feeling of like, I don't need to do those things, but my body's telling me to do it. So I have to trust my body that whether it's physical rest, like I sleep through the night, but there are times I wake up in the middle of the night, that's for sure. I wake up, I'm not agitated when I wake up, but I wake up like wondering if it's like the morning. So like I'll check the time, sometimes it'll be like, oh, it'll only be like 2 hours into my sleep. Like I slept went to sleep at 10 o'clock or 10:30 and it's like 12:30. Or I'll wake up at 4 o'clock and I'm like, 4 o'clock's a little bit like I feel like I should stay in bed for a little bit longer. But already when it hit like 4:30, 5 o'clock, I'm like, all right, time to wake up, time to go. And I'm this type of person who's very motivated and very passionate of like pushing forward. And I have like a whole routine that I do in the morning with meditation and prayers and just sitting and watching nature start my day, especially with this warm weather that we're still getting here in New York. So I try to take advantage of it, but sometimes I know that part of this journey is like there's no rush, there's no race. You don't have to keep your schedules, you don't have to keep your routines. The whole point of having routines, as I've spoken about many times, is so that way you can break your routine, especially if you have children, like which I do. So half the time I'm with my children, and when I have my children, I can't always keep to all the routines I have because I have to be there for them. Same thing. I don't have little kids, so for those of you who have like little children, you really have to like learn to be adaptable in a sense and learn to change it up a little bit and not be so strict with your routines. And same thing goes for ourselves when it comes to like how we're feeling. Like right now, I know my voice is a little bit needs a rest. I've been singing a lot the past few days. I've really been singing. I've been singing my heart out to God, to the universe, just out of love and spreading my love wherever I go, and excited to. And part of like my life, like I've learned that one of the best things to do during the day for myself is to sing. I'm sure a lot of people who are listening to this can appreciate that. They probably sing whether it's in the shower or at home or whatever it is. I should I sing wherever I go. I like want to sing in the middle of like it could be thousands of people. As I mentioned, I've sung in Times Square. I haven't been there in a while, but I sing at parks. I'll sing at the beach. And depending on what's going on, I can start off low and then I get higher, louder and louder, depending on like if I'm feeling it. And usually, what makes me feel it is the energy from the people around, but more so the energy that I'm getting from nature. Certain things that are happening that people wouldn't even recognize are happening, but I know they're happening. Certain animals are coming around me. It could be birds flying around me, dolphins showing up, butterflies, whatever the case may be, bees. They're just coming to say hello. A little fly will fly on me, and I'm saying hello to him, but I'm singing to him in a sense, like he's playing with me. And to know that that's where I go, but I have to sometimes also learn to calm that down. I'm full of energy. I know that part of recharging myself is my meditations, but also resting. Sometimes it's not even just meditating, just resting my body, lying down, and just lying on my couch and watching a movie. And that's not easy for me to do these days. Um, like when you're in what I call God mode, full on God mode. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Like where you're like full on in this like spiritual journey, and all you want to do is talk about God, and all you want to do is be about God, and all you want to do is listen about God. So you realize that everything is God, even the movie. No matter what movie you watch, no matter what you listen to, it's all God. But some things are easier to listen to that remind you. It's easier to like know that's God versus some things are a little more difficult to know it's God, right? So we pick and choose. So movies for me sometimes are a little bit challenging, but when I find a movie I want to enjoy, whether it's a funny movie, comedies I watch, or sci-fi type movies, I try to have in mind that like this is like important for me to like to take a break, and it's important to laugh, and it's important just to relax yourself, relax every part of you, and to trust that the universe wants you to follow that. Like God is making you feel a certain way in that moment to like take a break from whatever it is you're doing to like just enjoy the next thing, because we're here to enjoy every second and not strain ourselves, not stress ourselves to like feel like we have to be doing things all the time. Like part of my going out sometimes, I try to not be around too many people when I'm out doing my thing, but I'm also not shy to be around people. Like I'll go to places and be around people, but after a while of being in a certain place, I very often have to find a new space because too many people are drawn into that area for whatever reason. After a while, I feel like I notice it that there's just more people. Maybe it's just the universe, but there's no coincidences, right? So it's me, it's God, it's them, it's whatever it is that's bringing more people to these places. And sometimes I have to like take some breaks from certain places before going back because those places start to fill up. And when they fill up, it's like my energy feels like, okay, it's time to move on to the next place. And that doesn't mean I can't go back to those places and sometimes entertain the crowd. I have that. Someone asked me recently. I was at the beach and someone asked me like about it, and I was saying that partly it's like my ego's still there. I can't dismiss the fact that my ego is still part of me. I know he's there, but it's not the reason why I do certain things now. Now I just do it because I'm in love. But I also know that my ego likes it, like when someone comes over and says, "Oh, I love it," or they appreciate it. Of course, I appreciate that. My ego appreciates that too. But it's more the light of God that I really want to be. I'm like, I don't want anything from it just because like I'm singing, meaning whatever happens from it, I'm grateful to get from it. But whatever happens, happens, you know? It's all good. But more importantly is this is the main thing I'm bringing up today is that it's more of that like when you know it when you feel something inside of you like today I felt a certain way and that you heard in my maybe you could hear in my voice is that I needed a break from the singing, maybe even a break from being on here and making videos for today too, but I'm on here. So that didn't happen. But yeah, but it's that same idea that sometimes when your voice is feeling a certain way or I had a little cut on my tongue, maybe it's time to stop talking at all and just embrace the quietness. That's true. And that's sometimes hard for me. But you know, to understand, to learn from it, I'm laughing 'cause I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to shut this down soon, right? Like I am talking a lot. Yeah, so I'm gonna close out this video in a minute or two, just because I did mention those things, and I'm gonna be true to myself on some level. But then there's also part of me that likes to push and likes that guy. That's okay too, and it's okay sometimes to push yourself a little bit to see how far you can go if you enjoy it. Obviously not if you don't enjoy it, not if you're trying to get something from it. It doesn't make a difference if I make a video an extra minute, 2 minutes, doesn't make a difference. What matters is how you feel in this moment. And what gives me fuel is to knowing that I'm talking about God. I'm talking about this idea that the God inside of us gives us what we need to do, tells us what we need to do. Same is true when it comes to anything really. You will feel aligned when you are listening to yourself, like fully, and when you're being very truthful to your whole well-being. I know that's true also with my workouts these days that I only work out for a few minutes every day. I dance a lot, but I only really work out for a few minutes every day. And even that, I sometimes feel my body being like, no, don't do it. You don't need to. You know, whatever it is, I danced enough today or whatever. No, or I'll do a little less just to trust that like it's okay because to me there is no such thing as really cause and effect. Like just because you do something does not mean your body's going to look any better or you're going to lose weight or whatever you're trying to do. God decides on that. You're doing them because it's you want to be doing them. So if you don't want to be doing them or your body's telling you not to do them, trust that part of you. And that's where I'm going to end today. I'm trusting that part of me that says it's time to end. I really appreciate you for being here. And again, if you did get something from this video, please comment in the bottom, just or comment anything about your own pushing through and your own motivations and your own inability sometimes to stop yourself from doing your routines. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll speak to you on the next one. Thank you for being here again.